Oh yeah, most definitely. They did a great job last game, just getting to the quarterback and getting to the ball. Yeah, the guys up front are just working. You can see they're playing with a little different attitude. As you said, we had 7 sacks last game, so it really helps us on the back end. Just trying to cover. If we just can cover for as many seconds as possible, just let them get to the quarterback. It's always helpful for them.
Jalen, you're 3 weeks now into being the starting quarterback. It seems like every game you're getting better at a lot of the little things. How do you think your game is at right at this point, and what can you improve on moving forward?
Yeah, like you said, I definitely have improved since being over there, but it's really just in terms of being comfortable and just talking with the coaches and making sure I'm on the same page as them, because at the end of the day, I'm the final guy who gets to see that picture. So, and then as far as moving on to what I think I can do better is just, a sense of urgency. Sometimes I feel like I stay in the pocket a little too long, but just, just knowing that time and getting the ball out as quick as I can, get us where we need to be.
Can you talk about the chemistry with you and Ryan Lindley, and what has he brought to the conversation, either from being in the NFL or being in Mississippi State or being an Aztec with like great success? So what's that relationship been like for you, Jalen?
It's been really good. I can tell that like there's a certain standard that we have as Aztecs, and he makes sure that I'm like meeting that standard every day in practice, and I'm not getting complacent. He's always keeping me on my toes. But as far as just making sure I'm comfortable, we're bouncing ideas off each other, and there's nothing in the game plan that I don't like or that I'm not comfortable with, and he makes sure that happens.
Where have you made the biggest jump in your game since you kind of came back to start taking snaps at quarterback? Is it progressions? Is it the pocket? Is it seeing the whole field? What is it?
Really just having confidence in everyone around me. I used to think that I had to do it all on my own, but, really just trusting the guys around me and believing in them is really where I feel like my biggest jump has happened.
And what went into your psyche to make the decision, if I can't play quarterback, I'll play safety? Essentially, because
yeah.
The coaches use the phrase, if I'm not playing, I'm not staying. That's what these kids are doing in the transfer portal. So what was it like for you to go through this process? I
just really loved it out here, and I felt like this was my home. So whatever I could do to get on the field and help the team is what I just mentioned to coach, and then we bounced ideas around different positions, and then it led to me playing safety.
Did you ever have it in the back of your mind that you somehow might find your way back to quarterback?
I didn't at all. I had fully bought into playing safety. I the whole summer been talking to Pat, said, Cajo, just getting different skills and techniques down. I was up here every day, so I never thought I would be back at quarterback.
And once you did go back again, did you think you'd be able to pick right up where you left off?
As far as like throwing and stuff like that, I thought it would be okay. I just didn't know if I would be able to readjust to the speed of playing offense and just seeing it at the quarterback position again.
And I know you were really progressing at safety, but is quarterback always your first love, and you're pretty overjoyed to be back to that? Or?
I think so. I mean, I really do like both positions. I would guess equally. It's just fun being out there and playing with my teammates.
How much you missing at safety, Patrick?
He's just a great guy to have in the meeting room and just be able to talk to him, especially on a defensive standpoint. And like he's an offensive player at the end of the day, so just from that view, he's telling me route concepts and things of that matter. So it's always just great to have him around.
Hey, Jalen, Brady told us last week that you have the potential to have maybe an extra year of eligibility via COVID. Are you thinking about maybe wanting to play and stay one more year, graduate student or whatever?
Definitely. I know we had a conversation, I want to say 2 weeks ago, where they were just asking me, like, would I want to be here? And I was like, you have to build value for you to be able to come back here. And I feel like, I built a little bit of value, and I'm hoping I can, get them to seeing me for another year.
Jalen, I believe you added weight in the spring to when you were moving over to safety. If that's true, is there any plans to take the weight off now that you're quarterback, or it's not really
I actually lost, I want to say like 15, 20 pounds. Moving to safety, I just knew it was going to be a lot more running, and I was going to have to be a little bit more agile, so yeah.
Has that helped you as a quarterback now with less weight, or?
I think so. I mean, I've always kind of had a quick step to me, and I don't know, I just think I just maintained the stamina a little bit better.
What's your weight now?
As of yesterday, I was like 215, 216-ish.
Patrick, Michael Shawcroft has been playing really well for the defense. Can you talk about his maturation, his growth into kind of what he's become for the defense this year?
Yeah, Michael, he's a great player. Studies the playbook, watches the offense and what they got and what they do, and I feel like he just fits perfectly in our defense, in our scheme. So every time he's getting to the quarterback, making plays, it's always just great to see him just going out there and play, because I know he's put a lot in through injuries and things of that matter. So, like I said, it's just great to see him make plays.
And then after the way that game ended, it's easy for some teams to kind of not rebound from that. But as a leader, how is it that you're going to make sure that yourself and your teammates make sure you guys are ready to go on Saturday?
For me, defensively, I just feel like it's just bringing energy. Like yesterday, we had a great day of practice. And I feel like that just started off with just coming out there, being energetic, and just kind of just not forgetting what happened, but just kind of putting that aside and just saying, hey, we have UNLV up next, and just preparing for them.
You guys have been asked to play an enormous number of snaps this year, notably in the non-conference games, and knowing what happened at Boise. How do you handle that workload? Because you're up until now, you've been carrying the thing because the offense has struggled so badly.
Just here at San Diego State, we just always are prepared to be able to play whatever amount of snaps it is, just the way we practice, run to the ball. So we're just kind of just ready to play, like I said, just any significant amount of snaps that we have.
How hard was it to do everything you did against Hainer and watch him bust containment, extend plays, and then scorch you at the end?
Well, first we weren't sure if Hainer was really going to play because of his injury. So all week we're preparing for their second-string quarterback who's been starting up till then. So when he got out there, it's just a little different mindset because you know how good of a quarterback he is. So it was definitely a different feel for him out there. A little more competitive, most definitely. And like I say, he's a great quarterback. He can get the ball out to any of his wide receivers. So just having to be locked in and just being able to have to communicate within all DBs and just be like, hey, this guy's good. He's quick throws. He can get back in the pocket. Just great vision. So just being able to have to lock in is really what we had to focus on that game.
What are you in for this week with Brumfield?
Hey, that's again another quarterback that's been out for a few weeks. So great arm, lefty. He can get out the pocket too, and he can move. So just kind of the same game plan. I know our front's going to do well, get to him. So we just got to cover for a certain amount of time and hope that the rush gets there.
Does it help seeing a lefty in practice?
Say that again, sorry?
Does it help seeing another lefty in practice?
Oh, most definitely. It's when you're in the back and it's shoulders that we're really looking at. So it's a different feel when you have a righty and a lefty. And our scout quarterback, DJ Ralph, is also a lefty, so he does a good job doing that.
Jalen, how much did it help you now that you're back at quarterback playing safety? What things did that give you that now you have maybe fresher eyes?
Well, I feel like as far as like the physicality, I didn't have that previously before I got the defense, and it kind of changed the mindset of how I operate now. And just pre-snap alignments, knowing where and where they can't go, as far as if they're showing a shell or whatnot. But yeah, I feel like those are the two things that kind of helped me just coming back from playing D.
You mean physicality? You're going to dish it out as much as you take it, or how do you mean that?
Just finishing runs. They always talk about that as a big point of emphasis in the running back room is finishing, falling forward. So I try to do that same thing. I'm obviously not taking that same brunt that they're taking, but when I do take off, I am trying to finish forward.
You've done so many things well since you returned, but tell me about that one interception where I'm sure you wanted the ball to go out of bounds. What happened on that? I felt the pressure in my face and me just trying to be perfect all the time. I didn't want to take a sack, get us out of field goal range, so I tried to locate the nearest receiver and throw it over his head. I just, didn't put enough into it.
Jalen, some of your family from Texas have been really supportive of you on social media, talking about how they knew that this is what you're capable of. I think some of your family from Texas might even be coming to the San Jose State game. What does it mean to you to have that support from family?
It means a lot to me because sometimes I don't get in the same headspace, and I'm not always big on myself, but they always are in my corner and telling me, just stay the path and just believe in it, and now that they're seeing what I've been doing, and they didn't know I've been able to do that, it just means a lot to me that they always stayed in my corner.
Jalen, how did you wind up out here? Was it a recruiting link or a coach that might have chased you in Texas? How does an SEC kid wind up at San Diego State?
My brother, there's like a USA Football, type of organization, and a lot of the local coaches, or not even local, just around, they are invited to the game, and we get coached by him. So he knew Nick and Renati. So when I put my name in the transfer portal, I was looking at a couple schools, and my brother hits Nick up, and then I took a visit, and I fell in love with it, and the rest was history.
Did you ever imagine you would have gone from fifth string to safety, back to quarterback, and a chance to get this team into the championship game?
I don't think anybody can imagine that all of that was going to happen. But I'm glad of the situations I've been in and what they've shaped me to be.